Okay, good morning everybody. It is Saturday the 3rd of December 2022. I'm over at Stanley Park to do my next weekend video of the Anfield Road Stand development, but with my voiceover, where I'll be addressing some of your questions and comments, answering them if I can, or just addressing them and having a look at certain parts you've brought up, which will open up the floor for others to maybe comment in help. See a problem already. Gonna moan again. The sun's in the sky again, isn't it? Bloody sun. So, and it's over there as well, believe it or not. Same place it always is. So yeah, might get a bit of glare. I think I've said to you in the past, if you watch as well, I've ordered some UV lenses for my drone. So full disclosure on that, my oldest kids have actually told me they've got them for me for Christmas. So yeah, I've got to wait till then. So if there's a bit of glare, I apologise, but I'll just try and stay out of it. But yeah, for now, we're going to get up in the air and have a look at this Anfield Road Stand development, and I will address and answer some of your questions and comments. So let's get up there and get started. Okay, good morning everybody. So, okay, this is, we're going to get straight up in the air. I was about to introduce the entire video again then. Get straight up in the air, get up to about 60 metres or so. I've walked across this field, on the park, and all the grass is really frosty. My feet are freezing already, so this video might be quicker than usual. I'll still get through everything. Right, so we're up to height there. We'll just get a bit closer to it. Tell you what, that corner is looking great, isn't it? Look how much they've done there on the... I'm going to drop down a little bit actually. How much they've done on that corner connecting the main stand. Right, okay, let's hold it there. By the way, guys, I've still got a bit of a cold, so if you hear any coughing and spluttering during it, I do really apologise. I am getting over it, but just one second. There you go, excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, so getting straight into it, because I don't want to stand out in the cold for any longer than I have to. Right, so I have Nathan J. Field, who says, what are you using for the video? Walking shot is so smooth. Okay, thanks Nathan. So yeah, as I've said, guys, this you can ask any questions you want. It doesn't have to be stadium related. A lot of them are, and I think that's why I come and stand outside the stadium, isn't it? So we can look at the certain parts you're asking questions about or commenting on. But yeah, feel free to ask anything else like Nathan has. So thanks for that, Nathan. So I use the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. As you may or may not know, that all the drones I use are DJI drones. They do a couple of cameras. In the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 is a handheld vlogging camera. It's got a microphone with it, a wind protector microphone, which you'll sometimes see strapped to my chest, to like a little fairy thing it looks like. But yeah, it does give out good footage. It's got a gimbal on it as well, so it keeps the camera nice and smooth. I have just purchased another camera. I've just purchased a Sony, I think it's a Sony EV10, I think it is, which is a good vlogging camera with. I've bought the Crane M2 gimbal, but I've not yet started using that. I'm just learning how to use it, so I don't want to just jump into it. So once I've learned how to use that properly, I'll probably transition over to that. That should give even better quality. But yeah, as you've said, the walking shots are smoothing that with the one I use, so it does exactly what I need and want it to. So thanks for that. Yeah, so it's the DJI Osmo Pocket 2, really good vlogging camera. Thanks for that question, Nathan. Okay, so moving on, we've got Mark Loop, who says, great update as always. By the time you do your weekend video, the concrete on the main building roof should be complete, and most of the steelwork joining the corner with the roof supports at the skinny dog leash end should be in place. They are cracking on, and scaffolding going backup at the back of the stand, so it looks like brickwork may start earliest. Okay, so that's quite a lot of info there, Mark. Thanks very much. So you're saying that the concrete on the main building roof should be complete, okay? So let's have a look at that first. Let's move. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying the main building, as in, it's not the very top section where the roof sheeting is. You know, the very, very top. It's that the bit just at the top of the stairs. Yeah, like you say, the roof. So let's zoom in. Get a bit lower as well. Yeah, it looks like they've done a bit of concrete. They've done a bit of concrete pour in there, have they? Is that the last bit? You're absolutely right, Mark. You are absolutely right. Yeah, so that's all covered now. All that Yeah, mate, you okay? Oh, thanks very much. Oh, thanks a lot. Oh, thanks very much for that, mate.
Everything you do online, it's good to see you anyway.
Oh, you too, yeah, cheers. Thanks for that. Yeah, what was your name, mate? What's your name? Paul. Cheers, Paul. Thanks a lot. Ta-ra now. Sorry, guys. Yeah, just somebody popped up to say hello. Yeah, if anybody, just to digress from Mark's question, if anybody does spot me out and about, feel free to come and say hello. Honestly, I really like it. Really like people saying hello. So yeah, anyway, that was Paul. Yeah, that roof, all the concrete is in there. And then if we just pan down, as Mark said, they're putting the scaffolding back up. Somebody else did comment actually on my last video, because we'd said about the scaffolding being down now, and there was, you know, the yellow paint on the steps, as we can see in the shot there. So a couple of comments. Somebody said that yellow paint is a slip-free paint that they put on for site workers. But they said the scaffolding had been taken down, so they could move something around. But it is now back up, and it's being put back up, that scaffolding. So what else was it that Mark mentioned? Sorry, I just got to go back to my phone. It's tough doing these live ones sometime. I've got like camera strapped to my chest, got the phone in my pocket to go over the questions, and then I've got the drone control in my hand as well. So the other thing was, and most of the steelwork joining the corner with the roof support at the Skinny Dog Lease end should be in place. Okay, let's have a look at that. Panning out to see exactly where I am, because obviously there's a crane up right there. Oh, right, okay. Just go around that crane and have a look. Yeah, I'm at 70 meters, so I'm gonna come down a bit. But there's sun behind us, which is a good thing. Let's zoom in. Sorry, I'm moving around to just take a look at the steel. Yeah, there is. I see. Yeah, there's the steel that they've put up, like to support that next terrace section, as you've said, Mark. So yeah, some great info there, Mark. Thanks very much for that. And everything you said appears to be true. Not that I doubt you anymore, but yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, I can see the steel work there. Yeah, really good info that, Mark. Appreciate that one. Okay, so I'll just stay there at the shop, but let's move on to Mel Abshir. Said, Mr. Drone, keep an eye out for this. You might want to show the work being done in the Cop this month. The Liverpool FC is expanding its rail seating trial on the Cop following the installation of the seating last season. The initial trial saw 7,800 seats with rail seating installed on the Cop and across the lower tier of the Anfield Road Stand. Okay, thanks, Mel. The club will now extend the trial of railed seating on the Cop and will use the winter break of the Premier League season to install an additional 2,500 rail seats. The expansion will be across the blocks 202 to 306, rows 61 to 49 on the COP. This will take the total rail seats in the COP to 4,300. Work will commence imminently and will take approximately 5 weeks to install. Okay, excellent, Mel. Thanks very much. So there's work being done. On the COP, apparently. So I've moved up to 84 metres. Thing is about the COP, it's tough because it's a much lower stand. So although I will try, we're at 90 metres, so I should be able to get over towards it. It's the signal being blocked by this big huge stand in front of me now. I think as well, if the seats that you've said, is that like near to the top of the stand? If so, it's going to be really difficult for me to see. I'll obviously try, as you can see I'm trying. Sorry, I'm just looking down to see where I am, obviously. Gotta check where I am. Pan up to the COP again. I can't see that there's any work being done, but yeah, I think from what you've said, what is it? It'll just be across blocks 202 to 306, rows 61 to 49. Is that that's going to be, I think, near to the back, is it? Somebody can let me know. Is that near to the back? If so, it'll be so difficult for me to see. I'll try. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll definitely keep an eye on it. But it might be difficult for me to see. But really, thanks for the info, Mel. And if anybody knows, are those seats right? Are those seats really up to the back of the COP stand? Because if so, I won't be able to see anything from the air. But I'll just keep having a look. So Mel, I appreciate that, really do. Okay, so moving on, we've got Derek Fallon, who says the back span being built at the main stand end is for the Kenny Dalglish side of the new stand and is built at an angle so as to be a shoulder for the roof. I'm assuming you can hear that work going on there. So to be a shoulder for the roof where the stand slopes down at the sides, it will connect to the truss at an angle, which is known as beveling, I think. So it looks different to the other back spans. Okay, I'll bring the drone back over and let's have a look at exactly what Derek's talking about there. Best get back up to a bit of height as we're coming back. Okay, so it's this one here. So I'd mentioned, I think a couple of people has mentioned the different shape, and that this one seemed to be. So they're building it here, Derek, you're saying, to then shift over there. It makes sense because it looks, look at this, sorry, glare. Tell you what, I'm not half getting cold here, guys. I'll come down a bit so we can have a bit of a closer look at that. And let's have a little zoom. Yeah, so I'd said, and a few other people had said, it just looks different to what the others did. And yeah, so So Derek's saying it's a shoulder piece to go in. So whether they'll probably drive, I think they'll take it out and drive round. I don't think they'll get that big thing through the back of this. But Derek's saying that it's going over here. And this side definitely looks more ready, doesn't it, than the other side. So yeah, Derek's saying it's going there. I wonder if anybody's got any info of when they plan to move that. Can you please let me know? Be really really grateful. It'd be good to catch that moving, wouldn't it? And not just being lifted, but actually being moved round. You know, maybe follow it round. Oh, my drone's running out of battery. That seems. I haven't been up that long. I'm only on 40 minutes. But yeah, if anyone's got any info about that being moved, let me know, please, because I'll try and catch that. Thank you very much, and thanks for the info, Derek. Does look, this side looks ready for that truss, and it makes sense of the different angle that it's a shoulder one. So thank you. Okay, moving on. SDP says, well done, Nick. Another interesting video to keep us all up to date. Just wonder if it'd be possible at the end of the build to stitch together a time-lapse sequence. Suppose it would be very difficult unless you could capture an image from exactly the same spot each time. Just a thought. Great work, keep it up, thanks. Anthony Flynn's replied, I believe Nick does the drone shots from the same spots every vid. So yeah, SDP, Anthony, you're right. You're right to an extent, and thanks for that, SDP, as well. So yeah, I've done a couple of time-lapse videos already, so I'll just start bringing the drone back down as I do this. Let's get shot so we can see it all before I bring us down. Yeah, SDP, I will. It's certainly my intention to do more time lapses, and especially when it's finished, I will certainly get a time lapse in there. And it's I do, as Anthony said, I capture the drone shots from the same places. So when I do my midweek ones, the Wednesday ones where I fly around, you'll see that the sequence is always the same. Really, I'm going to start bringing the drone down because you'll hear it started beeping at me now. Maybe because of how cold it is up there, it's drained the battery a bit quicker. But anyway, so yeah, SDP, I will do that. And as I was just saying, I do get the angles the same each week, my Wednesday ones, because that's the intention. If I get the same angles and the same shots, I'll be able to then put a better time lapse together. It won't be perfect because it just won't, it won't be perfectly, that exactly the same position each and every week, but it'll be close to it. Look at the glare on that sun coming down. It's awful, isn't it? So yeah, I hope I answered that. Keep an eye out for that. I do time lapses at certain intervals as well during the. That sun's really in my face. I'm trying to get the drone down. Can hardly see anything. So yeah, I do time lapses at different intervals. I've already done a few. Definitely do one at the end. So yeah. It will be done. It will be done. Right, I'm going to end the video, go into my outro. Thanks very much. Okay guys, I'm trying to keep my head right in that sun there. I hate the sun sometimes. When it's in the winter, when it's so low, it's a pain in my backside. Anyway, that was my weekend video of the Anfield Road Stand, with my voiceover addressing some of your questions and comments. I'd sometimes do a recap of what we covered, but to do that I'd have to get my phone out and remind myself what we covered, so I'm not going to do that because I'm really cold. I'm really cold. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe, everybody. Please subscribe, very grateful. Drop any comments. So some of the things that I addressed, God, that sun, sorry, I'm trying to get it out there. out the glare. Some of the things I addressed are definitely open to your comments and anything you know about the build and the certain points that I addressed, especially if if anybody knows when they plan to move that span that they've put together at the main stand corner. I'd be very grateful. I'd ideally like to catch that one being moved. If it has to be moved, are they going to move it around? Are they going to drive it out of the car parking and round back into the car park over by the Kenny Dalglish end and then pick it up? If so, it'd be good to get the drone up and just follow it round, wouldn't it? Follow the entire move of it. But yeah, and if I can, that's if I can make it, even even when they are doing it. But so if anybody knows that, please let me know. Even if you want to drop me a message anonymously, you can do that. I assure you that I get quite a lot of info anonymously. Well, not anonymously, but people say don't reveal who told you, and I never will. So yeah, anybody knows, please let me know. Other than that, guys, like I said, please like, share, subscribe. If you would like to buy me a beer, you can do so using this link. No pressure whatsoever for that. For any branded clothing like this, please go to Design Stitch. There's their website there. And if you want to purchase any of my clothing directly, you can use this link here. It takes you straight to my clothing. A few people have made purchases already, and I really appreciate that. So I think a couple of hoodies have gone, a couple of bob lats, and a couple of polo t-shirts. So thanks very much, honestly, appreciate the support on that so much. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get back home for a coffee. I'll be back over here midweek doing my next video of the entire site, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Bye now.